but in the area of reparations for descendants of Africans enslaved. If you elected president, would you sign that bill if it came across your desk?
When I am elected president, I will sign that bill.
The speaker needs to bring the bills up now. These are their bills. They have their names on the bills. They killing their own bills because they scared of the government. Now, listen, they gonna see this and they gonna get mad at us. They killing their own bills, then they gonna get mad at us. They killing their own bills because they scared of the government. Okay? We don't care.
We need to
Bring the goddamn bills up now.
The governor needs to understand that the world is watching California, and this is going to have a direct impact on your friend Kamala Harris, who's running for president. This is going to have a direct impact. So pull up the bills now, vote on them, and sign them.
We have
We've
the
been
votes.
waiting for over 400 years.
Okay. All right. Y'all saw them clips. This conversation has returned. Well, actually, it didn't go away. We just saw this maybe a few months ago when they were signing things on law saying, you know, in California about the reparations and cutting checks for descendants of slaves. But obviously, you can see black people need to, y'all see now, they're not out here for y'all. They not like y'all. Go and jump in there.
So as y'all just saw on them clips, cut the check group wants the check. Where is my money? Is what they saying.
Where's my money?
But how is California going to pay that kind of money when they are in debt?
Billions in debt. Just the state of California, not the U.S. It's U.S. is trillions. California is in billions in debt by itself.
They have a homeless situation that's crisis. It's supposed to be the homeless capital in the U.S. That's what I heard in one video recently from another content creator. You go down on Skid Row. They can't even take care of that situation. Now you want them to pay you reparations? So that means if black people get paid reparations, every other culture that has also been enslaved gonna want reparations from their country's people. Correct. Or whoever so-called enslaved them.
In America.
No, I'm just saying.
No. It can only be descendants of people that are in America.
But you don't know what these people in other countries may want to do because they look at us and see.
Well, I'm gonna jump in on that and go against you on that.
I'm just saying other people may decide to throw that out there. I know that. I'm just saying. I'm saying that. Okay, so if that's what they're saying, you mean to tell me other folks gonna say the same thing? That's my point.
And
whether it happens, who knows? But I'm just saying the point that I'm making is because they're saying the point is black people haven't been the only one enslaved.
But anyway, that's not the point.
I understand that. The point also is what I'm making is that there's no way that just the state of California alone is going to be able to pay reparations. They've given 150.7 was it billion or trillion? Billion.
150 billion to the illegals.
So that's why they mad. They mad because they giving the immigrants the money. And they ain't got their check yet.
And the whole thing with the reparations was supposed to be the whole thought and concept behind that for California was they're going to be cutting checks of like $143,000 per black descendant of slaves in the state of California. So now it's gone from 14 bills. It was a 14 bill setup. 10 have passed. They have adjourned, but also said, we're not giving y'all money. We're gonna pass the legislation. We're gonna pass some certain things that will help black people in the community.
Education,
but black people want physical $143,000
education
in their bank accounts,
healthcare, and other things. So they've already got some things passed, but it's regarding legislation, and that's what they're working towards. But when it comes to omitting, they said they omitted cash payments. So what does that mean?
Because omit means we've said scratch.
We
can't give y'all that one.
Exactly left it out. Omit. We jumped over this one and went to this. That's exactly what it said. It said it omitted It focused on enacting policy changes in education, healthcare, and criminal justice while omitting cash payments in light of the state's financial troubles.
And then you see them black folks down there. They gonna pay us. They gonna give us our money. It's gonna be repercussions when we get paid. No. So what that tells me, please, I hope these people, these 12 group of black people that don't have no website that I could find, are to have their finances in order and not depending and waiting their life. I pray none of y'all people are waiting on a check to come to you before you can live your life.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you're wasting so much time going down there. They already said, okay, they're not giving you cash payments in the state of California. Not going to cut checks. So now people are mad, but they did offer things that will help your community. But I believe what the problem is, it's not good enough. Somebody need to be able to buy that car and pay that car note off or get into that house, and they want the cash payments to do it. But now they're not. Now it's going to disperse that money in places that don't affect them right today. That's the problem.
Well, I mean, it's a shame.
And this is not about my ancestors were slave, this slave. That's not what this conversation is about. This conversation is about black people in this state shooting and saying, we want Kamala, we want Gavin, we want these people, and these people still didn't give you what they want. They passed the reparation bill that that black folks been hollering about for 400 years, and now
omitting cash payments.
And they said they're gonna give you everything but what you wanted. Black folks wanted the cash payment. They were like, forget the schools and the money. Go ahead, pay me so I can get this house, I can get this car. But they did the opposite. That is wild to me. And then you look at Al Sharpton. When you go in, you're gonna give reparations to yes. No, I'm gonna do just like California.
Please, to bankrupt the whole country. We are already in the red. We are already in the red.
Deep in the hole.
We are already in the red.
See, but the problem is, if they want to do something that really going to change things around, honestly, truth, y'all should look at it. Y'all should collectively come together and start gathering black people to vote for Trump, because you see that they're not going to do for you. So the best thing you could do is vote for a person, pitch your cause to the person that could really make stuff happen, that really can do things that can help the community more as a whole. But let's stop waiting on paper checks. They gave that money away to the people that they let through the border. Them your Venezuelan people over there that's taking over the apartment complex. Do I think they're going to cut paper checks ever to black people? I absolutely do not. But I think they can help black people in certain neighborhoods. And like I said, this is not about our Slavic and my people. It's not about this. It's just, this is specifically on this topic on black people and reparations. So
in the state of California. Primarily because.
And then wait. I'm sorry. How many slaves were in California? That number, when you try to search online,
it's very low.
It was extremely low, to almost where they don't have data on it.
We went to the museum though, where but where did we go? I can't even think of the name of the museum. We went to a couple, but this one was particularly. It was a house, and a lady. She had like a little garden with collard greens on. She gave us, but I can't think of the name of it.
But they were free.
Yeah,
they were free. But they had moved here from another state. It was from the South. Mm-hmm. They had moved here and they had settled in Moreno Valley.
Yeah,
they settled in Paris.
Okay, yeah.
So let's see. I'm trying to see how many black people are enslaved. Estimated number of enslaved black people in California from the 1800s range from 200 to 300 to over 2,000. So it said 200 to 300 in California were enslaved in gold mines during the gold rush. The number of slaves brought to California by plantation owners to work in the gold mines was between 1850 and 1860s was a little over 2,000. The number of enslaved Africans forcibly transported to California between 1849 and 1861 was 1,500. So the rough number was between 15 and between 200 and 2,000 people in the entire state of California black that were enslaved, compared to other places that people that were wealthy white or wealthy black that owned slaves. Yeah. So the percentage is very small.
Very low.
It's very small. So what I don't understand is, you're going to give all this money. You have given this country has already given all this money to the illegals. But that is kind of jacked up when y'all look at it from a standpoint of
That's
giving
why they're
giving
mad.
money. I can understand it that you say, man, these people got this money in 2 seconds. They immediately got them phones, got them cars,
Clothes, places to stay. They can get loans.
Yo, that's messed. Hey, that's jacked up. But
Messed
California is the primary state that say the California is the primary state that'll run down there and say I'm voting for her, and that's the problem. It's twisted. It's twisted. The thoughts are off. They have painted a lie and brought it back to you and show you how much. Thank you for your lie. We still don't care nothing about you. That's black people's fault. You need to read. You need to do your research. Do your research. Vote for the right candidate. Switch things over. And I promise you, if you put Trump in office and you pitch the issue collectively to Trump, he will make sure you get certain things. He ain't with the cash payment cut.
Yeah, I was going to
but
say
he'll
the
make sure that
reparations
things work for you.
Change the whole mindset on the reparations and look at things from a different perspective.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
You go and yell at the illegal folks came over because they cut all the checks over there. They could have squared people away with them checks.
Oh,
they
for
gave
sure.
them.
As much as they gave them, of course. That's why they're extremely mad. And I mean, I can understand if that's what you were wanting, but is that feasible? Like, there are so many other things that can be done in our communities. I mean, it's just so many things. Housing, think about, housing and opportunities to get, housing and better schools and better, books, and even some type of voucher for you and your family if that's the case. But $142,000 is extreme.
And I think they should do exactly what they said. The threat that whatever the threat they posing against Kamala, do that. As long as it's no harm and you're doing something violent. If it's something legal as far as
holding
votes and you do something where you saying vote over here, black people, because they're not going to do that, because that's going to help you more than the state of California wants to do for you. Do that. That's going to help you in the long run. Do that. So please buck
but your
and
vote
get black people
still needs to
vote.
Go to the other side. It just doesn't need not to sit there.
No, not holding votes. Stop voting for Kamala. Vote for Trump. And I don't believe on that Al Sharpton clip. Do I believe that will really happen and do some? I think she would write some kind of bill, but I think a lot of stuff would get squashed, like how they try to do just blanket student loans.
Yeah, she can't.
I believe it'll be the same old thing.
She can't make that decision by herself. It's still got to go through the House.
And do I think she would actually do it in the end? No, I don't think she would. And if she would have been a president, do I think she would have done it? No. That was already pitched to them in her term that she currently in. That reparations has been pitched. They haven't picked it up.
Yeah.
So stop voting. Don't vote for her. Read the policies and read what actually can happen for you by voting for him.
Yeah. I can go on and on and on. I got a whole bunch to say about the reparations deal, but
this is not a bad law. No, we're going it, but we just looking at it because these are facts that we see on video, and this is actually the policy that California said they were put in place to give reparations. It's supposed to help y'all not at the top but under the bottom. So, that's not good enough when you want to buy that new Tacoma truck or you want to buy that Benz today.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's that. Y'all need to be telling them give y'all some of that money they done gave the immigrants.
They done cut them checks. You saw how fresh them Venezuelan immigrants be over there? They fully Nike'd out. They dripped up with a fresh used car that they ain't got from the checks man cut.
Yeah. That's messed up, though.
We allowed that in this country. Even though they let through the borders off,
still peddling y'all's
people could have
vote.
done more.
They still peddling y'all's vote.
Still pandering. Panda.
And you're falling for it.
And you falling for it. Well, that's all. That's what we got to say about that. People might not like it. People might understand. But I feel like that's the truth.
I mean, it is what it is. You just saw it. I mean, those were the facts there. Period.
2024, be more.
Talk less.
We'll see you on the next one.
Yeah.
Bye.